What's up guys and good morning. We are at 5:23 in the morning. Gonna cruise through a billion notifications from last night / this morning. I went to bed probably like 11:30 p.m. but our UK team has been up for a bit. I don't know exactly how long, so gotta go through a million notifications. Gonna start a workout, gonna get some coffee, gonna get some pre-workout. Let's get to it. Coffee, pre-workout, you know the drill. Some electrolytes in here too. I'm gonna check my email quickly, make sure there's no emergencies. Something I always do. Also check out the warehouse cameras in the morning as well, make sure no one broke in. It's never happened before, but I'm not gonna wait around for that. Yeah, right now it'd be like 3:30 in Vancouver time. It's almost 5:30 in Texas, so Central time. Nevertheless, we're gonna start in the gym very soon. But yeah, we'll see you in the gym. All right guys, so we got day 4 in the program today. Shout out to Scotty Thick, thanks bro. So it's a 5-day program and 2 of them are leg days. So chest, arms, kind of body day, which was awesome. Yesterday I did legs. And just like that, workout's been completed. Next we're on some cardio trying to decide if I want to do like a 5K run or like a 10 to 15 minute HIIT cardio session. I think I'm gonna do the HIIT today because I usually do HIIT off camera, whereas like I'll do like the big runs on camera, make some content, stuff like that. HIIT is always a tough thing for me in the morning, but I always do it, but it's just high heart rate, you know, high intensity training, high intensity interval training, something like that. I don't even know what HIIT stands for. Wrote down, put it on the screen. I think it's high intensity training.
Absolutely gassed. HIIT workout complete. Got the heart rate up to 181 on that, so.
All right, what's up guys and good morning. Why were you in this morning's workout?
Because I'm sick.
We've checked into the warehouse. Today's video is just really about, as your business grows, there's gonna be a lot of contractors, these so-called like experts that wanna work with you. And that's great and stuff. It's just, you really have to do your due diligence to make sure you're working with the right people. Because 9 out of 10 times, those people that come at you or contact you to work with you, hey, I love what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. Those are not the right guys. They're trying to make a quick buck off you. End of story. Like, Better Body, some great contractors in the past. You know, these contractors are experts. Like, there's a reason why it's really hard to get a hold of the people that are doing really well in the world in business. They don't have time. They're not offering their contractor or expert services to any kind of like random Joe in the industry. So I'm gonna go over some stuff to watch out for today, some personal stories of ours. And really at the end of the day, it's your business. When you start writing out checks to people, be really careful about that because they really just want to give you information that's gonna keep on feeding them every month, in my opinion. But yeah guys, let's get to it. All right guys, so we're almost at 10 a.m. Forgot to show you my to-do list. I know some people asked for that, so I'm just gonna show it right now. Have for January 26th, Friday, lots of stuff going on, lots of meetings. Gonna leave for Vancouver tomorrow. I have a meeting with the bank in person. Super big pain in the ass just to make sure we can send our wires properly. And that's really it, just lots of stuff to do with the vlog. Chinese New Year's coming up, so we're just making sure we have everything dialed before all of our suppliers take probably much needed vacation. And then we'll get into today's video topic throughout the video as well. All right guys, so just got done at the bank. We're waiting for my truck to come down. We got some bad news about my truck coming down, so figuring that out. The Golf is just really on its last legs. Headliner's all messed up there. Just like you started it, it stops. It's just, it needs probably like $3,000 to $5,000 of work to get it running. So we're just trying to get it to last long enough to have my truck pull up. It looks great on the outside. It's just the inside is battered just from being in the sun. And talking about like the experts and trusting the experts, the biggest thing, I've talked about this in the video before, when you hire someone, an expert that approaches you, or you hire some kind of like person to help you in your business that can help, that has some kind of specialization that you either don't have the time for or you don't have the skills for. So the biggest one, if you don't have the skills for it, like an accountant, it's a really good first start. Just make sure what they're doing for you is what you actually need. Sometimes they go overboard, sometimes they're not enough. Always also cross-check rates. And then when they start talking about something, you think, oh, I don't do balance sheets, you don't do P&Ls. You gotta learn how those work, what they do. Whatever the expert is telling you, it is so important to know and understand what they're saying. You're paying them, they can teach you, as far as I'm concerned. Someone's like just going over all this stuff that sounds like a foreign language. Take the time, get them to slow it down. You know, there's a classic Michael Scott clip.
Why don't you explain this to me like I'm 5?
Your mommy and daddy give you $10 to open up a lemonade stand. So you go out and you buy cups and you buy lemons and you buy sugar. And now you find out that it only costs you $9.
Oh.
There's always a way to understand something, make sure you understand it, because I feel like that's how you can get taken out of advantage in a pretty big way. All right, so that was all of our ground orders from UPS. So we have a couple of those come a day to pick up the orders. Right now, we're trying to get those big trucks that you kind of see us have in Canada, but it's really tough. They only seem to want to send a couple of those smaller trucks per day versus get like the really big trailers. So gotta learn more how to do that. We switched our contract from FedEx to UPS. So I'm trying to learn more about how to get that bigger trucks. It's a lot easier for us to load than doing all those like smaller parcel trucks. But then the driver was also saying there's a lot of guys like us where they just send like 3 trucks a day. Obviously everything else gets picked up by those big 53-foot trailers. So a lot of those kind of come between, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. And right now we're sitting at 3:30. Wow, so I missed a lot of those for the B-roll. All right, so my third segment of this is actually the breakup with these types of contractors. You always got to remember that the first one, all I can say, is the hardest. If you sign someone on and you're not really like vibing with them, they're not actually doing that good of a job, you got to cut ties. It sucks to do it, but after you do it, it feels so good. Again, third segment, when they're not working out, don't be afraid to end ties, do it politely, do it the right way. Always too, when you're signing an agreement, make sure there's no auto renewals, no contracts for certain lengths of time. You can always just say when you're about to start, hey, I just want to try this out, let's do it month to month. They'll play hardball for a bit, but they're always going to come back to you. Don't be afraid to do the breakup. Not every contractor or all these people are right for you and your business. And I'm just going to carry on to like the last segment of this, which is we had some people reach out to us who were like landing page optimizers. We thought they'd do amazing. They actually went to bill us $5,000 US a month. So like optimize our landing pages. If you go through our website, we have a very clean site and they're doing all these weird analytical things. And I think it would make sense for maybe a business that is doing like, that's selling maybe like 1,000 of something that's $19, but we're selling like hundreds of stuff that's like $1,000, let's say. Anyways, nevertheless, we saw 0 improvements for about 3 months, cut it off. They had an absolute, I don't know how else to say it, like freak out. Again, I want to be respectful to all these people, but absolute freak out. They said they had to like, fire people because we were ending a relationship with them and all this crazy stuff. Yeah, it just goes to show you that you always got to watch out for your business. Don't be afraid to do that breakup and just always understand what they're doing. Even when I went on to in one of my last videos and I was talking about like our accounting, like always understand what these people are doing. Always break it down, always ask questions, because more or less you're gonna find out that they might be doing a good job, they might not be, but it's usually not worth that $5,000-$6,000 a month. Best thing to do is figure it out, hire someone and bring them on to carry out that role. You can also find like really good people out there that will actually like train your staff to be more along the lines of your brand and how they function within the company. It's always nice when you start paying that type of money to actually have someone on board that's just focusing on your brand versus they're focusing on their company and Better Body, or your company's just a number in their system. That's it. The rest of the night, Coop and I are here just working on our computers. I got to pack because I'm leaving to Vancouver tomorrow. It's 7 p.m. right now. We got a lot of work to do still, but we are both exhausted. I was up early working out and it's just... All right, 7:15 a.m. Flight leaves at 9:30, so better get going here. Yeah, really good workout. Managed to get the run and the lift in. Lift is kind of a little bit short, but was still pretty sick. Shoulders, arms, just kind of full pumps and abs. Can't hate it. All right, guys, and just like that, we are magically in Vancouver. We got the drone hanging out, doing some filming. But I am gonna end the video here. Next week's video will obviously be all in Vancouver, what's going on, what's happening with that. Just wanna say thank you guys so much for watching. You know what to do. Share the video, subscribe, comment, do all that. Like the video, it does help out a lot. We're not getting too many views, but the channel is growing. We're getting more subscribers, stuff like that, so I can't complain with some growth. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope this was somewhat beneficial to you. Just don't make the mistakes I did, at least, okay? See you guys in the next one. Oh, and Frankie wants to say what's up before we go. Mr. Frankie! Ooh.